Ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping y'all doing the big old same, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about, live with no job. Ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. Hoping y'all doing the big old same. They got baby cuz kind of nervous, man, because they ain't called a nigga yet about this motherfucking wind blowing on up out here, nigga. They feel like this motherfucker finna tip over, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you, man. Baby cuz don't like heights and baby cuz don't like tipping over. You know what I'm talking about? This motherfucker feel hella weird, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Baby cuz damn near ready to hit the ejection button on this motherfucker, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? On this motherfucking live with no jive. I ain't making no noise, avoiding all decoys. Ooh, that nigga look like Pauly Shore in the 80s face. Encino Man looking. Especially when you turn these corners, man. This motherfucker make it this motherfucker be feeling like you finna tip over, man. Your baby cuz out here on this motherfucking tragic turn, nigga. You say tragic turn, bruh? Tragic turn Thursday, man. I say, what is you talking about tragic turn Thursday, bruh? You know what I'm talking about? A tragic turn, man. Make sure that you try to keep the game as clean as motherfucking possible. Because I'm gonna continuously tell you, it ain't no motherfucking fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, when you keep the game clean, you only can expect what you gave. Sometimes that you'll be disappointed with that shit too. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, sometimes you'll be disappointed. Hold on, man. Let me post my motherfucking self if I don't say so. You know what I'm talking about? If I don't say so, my motherfucking self. Let me post my motherfucking self, man. You know what I'm talking about? One more time. You know what I'm talking about? Here. You know what I'm talking about? Back at him, man. Yeah, man. It is the baby cuz. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga just, that's why you don't be looking at other people. This nigga took off. I wasn't looking at the light. Nigga, I damn near ran the light on that nigga's reaction, man. That's why you be looking at shit for yourself, nigga. I ain't bullshit with you. You know what I'm talking motherfucking tragic turn. This last fight that did happen between Tank Davis, man, it has brought out a lot of that tragic turn shit right there, man. Cause I just don't get how the world is, bro. The world is just trying to put a guilt trip on you and make you feel bad about your motherfucking rights. I don't get how all of a sudden they calling this nigga a snitch because he want his motherfucking fight overturned because this nigga done took a knee, nigga, and they ain't called that shit. And it's funny to me because if the shoe was on the other motherfucking foot, nigga, please, nigga, they'll be you know what I'm talking about? They'll be having a fit, and it's always like that, bro. I've been telling y'all this shit all week, nigga. It's just like that. That's how the game goes. So, I'm gonna tell you to go for what you know, bro. I don't know how the world expected nigga not to. They just, you see how quick they was just like, man, give it a rematch. Nigga, that's easy for you to say after you've already gave your motherfucking best performance. I gave my best performance that night, nigga, and I want to be rewarded. Fuck that rematch. We can get to that when we get to that, nigga, and see what happened on that night. But I want to be rewarded. And in this world right here, man, they so quick to discredit you and take your credit away, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And tell you not to worry about it. You feel me? Motherfucker quick to try to take your credit away, nigga, and just come up with something else. No, we ain't. It was a draw. You know what I mean? Come on, man. But it's just funny how they covered that shit. But it's just funny how all the Tank fans, it ain't even Tank. It's just the fans of boxing now. It don't even really be the boxers. It be their fans, their fan base. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Tragic turn. But all they fans was just teasing everybody else. Then when the same shit happened to their fighter, then all of a sudden it's a bunch of excuses. Like I said, man, you should give everybody the same leeway, or you should give everybody the same discredit. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody should get the same scrutiny, or everybody should get the same leeway. It just shouldn't be no pick and choose. But if you don't look out, I'm telling you, nigga, tragic turn Thursday, nigga. If you don't look out, nigga, you'll be all right, what's good with it, man? You say, can you what? Nah, man, I'm in the truck. I'm at work. I can't even play no music. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. It's yeah, I'm at work, man. It ain't no you know what I'm talking about? Let this message be music to your ears. You know what I'm talking about? Tragic turn. But if you don't look out, Brett, you'll create. And this is, I don't know, folks. I don't know how y'all think. I don't know if y'all be paying attention to you. But if you don't look out, Brett, you gonna mold yourself into a piece of shit. You is. Like a lot of people do, especially in this time right here, man. You gonna fuck around and mold yourself into a piece of shit. You gonna mold yourself into a person that's always trying to get away with something and always complaining about somebody else. You is, bruh. Because when you always like if you like that nigga, you gonna see the shit that you do in other people. So you always gonna think somebody up to something. The way you think, that's how you gonna project that shit on other people. On some real shit, tragic turn. That's why when you see motherfuckers that be stealing this shit, they always accusing somebody of stealing. Because they look at people through the lens which they see they self. Like if you steal, nigga, you automatically, whatever you do, bruh, you automatically damn near in your head be like everybody else do it too, just because you do it. You know what I'm talking about? I guess that's the way you be feeling good about what the fuck it is you do. That's why every time a motherfucker make a mistake or something, the first thing they say is, man, everybody make mistakes. You know what I'm talking about? I bet they do. We always minimize it when it's on us, man. And you that's fine and dandy, but you will mold yourself into an unfair person. You will. Tragic turn Thursday. Because once again, there's never no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want to sit there and be treating people fucked up and be mistreating people and shit like that. You gonna run into them hoes that was, I told y'all, over that holiday. I don't know if it was Christmas, Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving. But over that holiday, them hoes that worked in that motherfucking welfare office, you gonna run yourself right into them hoes. Because them hoes was just waiting for motherfuckers they don't like. I thought that was fucked up, bro. Y'all out here, y'all got motherfucking jobs to uplift the people and shit to help the people, man. Y'all sitting up in there giving them people a hard time on purpose. But if you don't look out with all that bullshit, you gonna run yourself right up into them hoes that work into that welfare office. Just looking for a motherfucker to deny. Just looking for a reason to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We create, you'll mold yourself into a motherfucker that, you'll create an unbalance for your motherfucking self on this place called Earth. Because of the bullshit you always with. Notice how when you fuck with people that's just honest and even and all that shit, notice the business always goes right. Notice the business always goes fucked up when you cross that person where the business never go right. It's always something. If it's $10 short, it just always gotta be something, don't it? And once again, man, we be acting like we might not live tomorrow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess all that shit you was doing, it'll be cool if you didn't have that long to live, like you just had 24 hours. But we be doing shit and then like you just put a stain on your own character, bro. You do. I keep telling y'all, living enough years like that, bro, you gonna everybody gonna have you paid, because you gonna get too old just to keep moving. You can do that when you're younger, just keep moving around and shit, keep running in, but you gonna run out of places to go. And pretty soon your character just gonna be pegged. You feel me? Your character just gonna be pegged, and don't nobody want to deal with you. Kind of like the people that do bad business. And it'd be like the funniest shit about that shit right there. It's like people who do bad business, it's like they don't, like they shocked that somebody don't want to fuck with them. Y'all ever peep some shit like that? Like all you do is steal and just get over and scam and all that shit. Then you feel applaud when don't nobody want to fuck with you. Nigga, something straight out of the comic book, man. You know what I'm talking about? On this windy day, man, I was hoping they send Brett a motherfucking message talking about bringing this motherfucking truck back like they did the other day, man, because I don't like driving in this motherfucking truck. with this gust of wind just blowing back and forth like this, man, I'm telling you, man, this motherfucker feel like it's finna flip over, man. You know what I'm talking about? But it's a Thursday, man. The street's pretty calm as far as right now. You know what I'm talking about? This motherfucking tragic turn Thursday. Because this fight has been real amusing. You know what I'm talking about? They say, why has it been real amusing, bro? Just watching the coverage and the shit people to say when it ain't on them. The excuses a motherfucker make when they like somebody compared to when they don't like somebody. The ridicule somebody will get when you don't like them compared to the excuses they'll get when you like them. Y'all know all that picking and choosing and shit that we be out here doing, but we, man, we something straight out of a comic book, bro. Tragic turn. But out here on this earth, nigga, you might just want to treat people the way you want to be treated. Because just like I said, folks, no matter what the fuck you do, it's going to come back on you. It's just up to you whether it's good or bad, folks. Whatever the fuck you do gonna come back on you. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever you put into this motherfucker, you gonna get back out of. It's just up to you when that shit come back to you. Because every fucking thing you do gonna come back to you. It's inevitable. It's just up to you, nigga, whether that shit good and bad when it get back to you. Once again, that's why if you knew like I knew, nigga, you would treat people the way you want to be treated. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you don't treat people the way you want to be treated, man, you're going to mold yourself into that unbalanced person. You're going to mold yourself into that person that's always trying to get away with your game. Like, don't nobody see it. You feel me? Like them people who logic only work on other people. You know what I'm talking about? People who logic only work on other people and shit. They logic don't work on themselves. It's just for other people. They logic just work for you. You know what I'm talking about? They can't apply the same logic to themselves. You know what I'm talking about? So you'll mold yourself into that. You'll mold yourself into that motherfucker where you be trying to talk people in and shit that would make you upset. You get what I'm saying? You ever seen somebody wreck somebody's car, do some shit, fuck some shit that they had up, and they was trying to explain to them how it wasn't that big of a thing, or they just minimized it and assumed that something similar happened to them. They had a fucking fit. It wasn't that small no more. It never is that small when it's on you. You know what I'm talking about? Just like the rest of the world could tell this nigga he shouldn't want his win. You know what I'm talking about? And he should just let it go and get it back in the rematch. So we just gonna discredit my performance on that night. I can't be rewarded for that night. Something straight out of the comic book. Then they go to a million other, and this is the other thing about the world, bruh. They'll go to, it's just like how y'all use the Bible, folks. Y'all will go through any extent to try to find something that cooperate with whatever the fuck you saying. And they keep on mentioning hella, they just keep going through hella shit. Like there's been hella cases, like this nigga ain't got no argument. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's just been hella cases of niggas just creating their own rules in the ring and shit. I could just take a knee when I want to, and this is like, oh well, y'all something straight out of the comic book. So that nigga ain't supposed to, that shit didn't happen to you, so you know what I'm talking about? You just talking from the point of a fan, nigga. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bruh. Like I said, bro, we only understand shit when it happened to us. When it happened to somebody else, we could tell them don't worry about it, don't trip or nothing else. We something straight out of the comic book, man. The world we is. We too eager, tragic turn. And even though it's tragic turn, you know I'm gonna take it all the way around the world with it, man. Tragic turn. Because we never want, we never want to give what we be wanting. We be wanting understanding. We be wanting you to understand. We be wanting you to be. We be wanting you to be all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Then when it's our turn to be that shit that we wanted you to be, nah, we don't. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want to return the favor. We just want you to be that way. You know what I'm talking about? We think you lying, but we want you to believe us. He's so straight out of comic book, bro. Tragic turn. But all you could ever do on this earth is play yourself. On some real shit. That's all you could ever do. And once again, that's just why it's good to treat people the way you want to be treated. Because a lot of times we think we be playing people and we don't be doing nothing but playing ourselves. And we do that a lot. Yeah, we do that a lot. Just in life, period. Because life really ain't that long. On some real shit. But we just keeping it real. And no matter how long you live, that shit's still gonna seem short. You feel me? That's why it's not good to clog your mind with a bunch of that mumbo jumbo shit. Because if you do, bro, these people will have you 30,000 different ways, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It'll be just like that motherfucker in school who don't never know what the fuck they want to major in. They just taking something every semester and shit. They done took this. They you know what I'm talking about? They don't know what the fuck they want to do. Man, you'll do that shit until, nigga, you won't have no more time on earth, bro. Because this shit gonna sound smart. That shit gonna sound smart. Come on, folks. As we going. Oh, you thought you was gonna stay at the light, bitch. Bro, don't even like honking his horn. That bitch was finna make us miss the light. That's that church all the people came out. I seen somebody on the news with that same black thing on their head. I don't know what the fuck that shit, man. That shit look like a cult, nigga. That's what Brett gonna say it is, a cult, nigga. But like today we passed on so like I can't, like, if you don't get it, bro, you just not gonna get it. You're not gonna ever get it. You get what I'm saying? If you don't get it. You feel me? These people try to tell you what to feel like. These people try to tell you what you should be doing, what you should, how you should be. You know what I'm talking about, man? They program you, bro. They do. Why do you think they got all these dumbass affirmations and quotes and shit? You know how easy it is to say some shit? You know how easy it is to tell a motherfucker some shit like, oh, nigga, don't worry about some shit you can't change. You know how easy that shit is to say, let your phone bill be due. Let you finna have an eviction notice on your door, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You can say all that shit you want to now, is you actually gonna do it. That's why they say action speaks louder than words, man. On some real shit. That's why they tell you that. Do you have strength enough to do that shit for real? Do you have the courage and strength enough just to be solid? You know what I'm talking about? Because to be fake is easy, folks. Just to keep it real. To be solid should be easy, but for some reason y'all make it hard. It should just be easy to be honest, not disloyal, just solid, nigga. I ain't trying to get over on you, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna keep the game clean. It should be easy, but it's like, uh, that shit done became hard for you. You know what I'm talking about? It's easier to stab people in their back, lie, cheat, steal. It's easier to do all that shit. Tragic turn. You know what I'm talking about? But nigga, as long as you alive, bruh, you gotta understand what you want to be, what you want to be seen as. Cause since I've been living, bruh, that shit been the same shit, bruh. I ain't never understood that about hoes. Nigga, I'm talking about since I've been little. I ain't never understood, like, it'll be a bitch or something, this bitch don't be wanting to be called a hoe or nasty or some shit. But the bitch steadily running around the neighborhood doing nasty ass shit, being ran, but then you have a problem when a nigga call you. I ain't never understood that shit. I ain't. Bitch, you out here as a representation of yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody is, man. It's like motherfucker want to be out here raggedy, but you want a motherfucker to say you solid. I don't get it. Then get mad when they call you what you is, man. Y'all be so straight out of the comic book. I don't understand why y'all don't be that embarrassed before y'all do that shit. That's why I say y'all don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all just give a fuck what people say about that shit. Because if you could get away with that shit, you wouldn't give a fuck because you did it. It's just when people talk about what you did, they get up under your skin. If you was embarrassed of that shit, you would have never did it. You know what I'm talking about? You couldn't have been embarrassed of that shit. You couldn't have been ashamed of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because you did it. If you was ashamed of it, you would have never did it. You know what I'm talking about? You came to a motherfucking conclusion with yourself that it was all right. That this is what the move you was gonna bust. You feel me? Tragic turn Thursday, man. Cause it ain't no telling, man. And that shit go all around the board. It ain't no telling when life gonna take a tragic turn on you, folks. It just ain't no telling, folks. It ain't. Just hope that you're strong enough to weather the storm when it come, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Cause ain't nobody else gonna give a fuck. Just know that. Just know that. Tragic turn Thursday, man. But just the world, man. I'm gonna tell you, if you don't get it, you just not gonna get it, bro. You just gonna be a part of this shit that's you gonna be a part of this shit that's out here. That's all I can tell you, man. Cause all these motherfuckers gonna do out here, bruh, is start a conversation that ain't gonna generate nothing but your opinion. We ain't gonna never get to the bottom of shit. Y'all ain't even peeped that, have you? We just start a bunch of conversations to generate opinions. We don't even start conversations to generate actions. It's like we just start conversations to get the rest of the lonely, miserable motherfuckers something to do with their time. To make it, to let it seem like they got friends or something, like they got company. But we'll just start any conversation. Could you imagine, bro, like if just some weird, like not weird, but some tragic, nigga, happened in your family. And the rest of the world just talked about it when you was trying to grieve. Could you just imagine that, bro? I told you, we be real classless. We'll talk about anything without permission. Because that's what they got. They told you could talk about anything as long as it's public record. You don't give a fuck if somebody mama passed. You don't give a fuck if somebody daddy passed. You don't give a fuck if somebody kids passed. Y'all don't care. You know what I'm talking about? The world, tragic turn. And then when it be on you, you be ready to run around here and fight a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You'll act like you more distraught than the next motherfucker who lost a loved one. Y'all something straight out of the comic book, bruh. Y'all will talk about anything for no reason. And when you get through talking, ain't nothing finna be done about that shit, bruh. Just like I told them niggas when before I started the days, bro, don't matter what I say. Niggas ain't finna change. Ain't nothing I say finna motherfucker say, bro, niggas still need to hear that shit, cause it'll change something. Somebody somewhere need to hear that shit. Cause that shit you talking about just obsolete now. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody really on that shit. They want to get further into the debate, further into the argument, further into the bitch ways, further into the scandalous, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all live life like y'all don't want to be trusted. You feel me? Y'all live life, you for real, bro. Y'all live life like you don't never want a motherfucker to believe you. God damn. It's so straight out of comic book, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. Straight out of comic book, man. You don't look at that many people out here, man, because it's a little bit windy, man. They up here doing their flips and shit. I don't know. But if I was a tourist, like if I was in another city, I wouldn't that wouldn't pique my interest. You know what I'm talking about? I wouldn't just want to stand around where the wind was blowing hella hard to watch motherfuckers flip. You know what I'm talking about? They got a good little thing going on, though. I told you, people just want to see shit. They don't even care what. They just want to see shit. God damn, but this shit is too much, man. Too much, man. I'm gonna wish my daughter a happy birthday. It's my daughter's birthday today. You know what I'm talking about? So I would like to wish my daughter a happy birthday. But bruh, man, bruh just out here in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing. I hope you doing the big old thing. When I be in this big old truck, man, I just be contemplating life. You know what I'm talking about? And it's crazy how much easier life would be if just the world, like if you just had a common understanding, like you used to have back in the neighborhood, back in the day. Like I'm gonna mind my business, you mind yours. Just like if we had some kind of common understanding. But you probably ain't gonna never see that. I probably ain't. You might. You know what I'm talking about? But I probably ain't gonna never see that while I'm still living, because this motherfucker far gone, bro. The shit come out of motherfuckers' mouth. The expectations. You know what I'm talking about? The expectations that other people will put on other people and skip over themselves. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how this motherfucker got to an unbalance. And I've been telling y'all, just all the shit they preach. Everything they tell you is about somebody else. They telling you to watch out for somebody. They telling you to what somebody else supposed to do. A woman's supposed to act like this. A man's supposed to act like that. They got you watching out for everything. They got you looking out for some shit you want. You know what I'm talking about? But they skipping over what you need to be. You just looking at somebody else. If somebody else was everything that you wanted, what difference would that make if you wasn't what they wanted? They got you skip. They got y'all skipping over that part. They got y'all so tuned in to everybody else, bro, that you not putting in enough to yourself to be anything, man. And when I say anything, I ain't talking about no worldly shit like, nigga, you supposed to go to school and get a good job and nothing, nigga. I'm just talking about your ethics, nigga. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? The person you is. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, bro, you'll be surprised how many grown people on some real shit that just don't know ordinary. That's how many grown people it is without manners. Just don't have manners, bro. Just simple shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like you actually, nigga, I'm talking about in an abundance. I ain't just talking about a couple of. I'm talking about abundance of motherfuckers out here, bro, that just don't know shit like You supposed to wash your hands after you dig in your nose and scratch your ass and nuts and shit. You got motherfuckers that'll sit right there at the dinner table, nigga, and do some shit like that and still be just ready to eat with their hands and shit, bro. Because it hasn't dawned on them that like nobody has taught them that. They like simple shit, folks. On some real shit. Tragic turn Thursday, man. It's tragic turn Thursday, man. It would actually be cool if this world was more like that. I know I'm that's wishing on a star like a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I think we nigga, I think we got to that problem like treat a motherfucker how you want to be treated. But motherfuckers don't even know who they is to be like, we just lost. That's the best way to describe it, really. We just lost. But we just, like I said, they done turned us into like back to little kids. So it's just a bunch of slow ass game out here, bro. Just a bunch of slow ass game. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I be trying to tell people. Like, you ain't really got to talk about nothing. You could just do it. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no fairy tales, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You just do it. Nigga, that bitch look like that motherfucking horse that nigga, that bitch look like that horse that off that movie with them spaceships, nigga, that Keke Palmer played in. That bitch look like that first horse, nigga, that was in the tournament, nigga. Second prize, face having ass, bitch. Thoroughbred, face having ass, bitch. I can't wait till the Kentucky Derby come face having ass, bitch. Nigga, Triple Crown face. God damn, Whiskey Sleuth face having ass, bitch, nigga. I say, bro, leave people alone. Fuck y'all. Tragic turn, though, man. You know what I'm talking about? And it'd be cool if nigga, it'd be cool like if we was like, we don't even be fair, bruh. We be like, and what I mean by fair, it'd be cool like if you just accept the game how it came. You're like, all right, but we don't even do that, bruh. We do shit, then we complain about when people do it to us. The same shit that we was just like, that shit don't even make no sense. Man, y'all all in my lanes, man. I'm in this big wide ass truck. Can we get a little bit of room, people? You know what I'm talking about? I know I'm in a big old truck switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping y'all doing the big old same, but can we get a little room, people? You know what I'm talking about? Alright, what's the, I don't know. Leave people alone. It's your choice, y'all grown. That's why y'all did it. You know what I'm talking about? That's why y'all did it. Tragic turn Thursday. Life is just life, man. You know what I'm talking about? Life is just life. Ain't no telling what the fuck gonna happen. Just hope you strong enough to weather the storm when it do. You know what I'm talking about? Because once again, ain't nobody else gonna give a fuck. And if you think they is, bruh, man, listen, if you don't listen to nothing I say, bruh, do not put yourself in no motherfucking situation where you gonna need somebody, where you gonna need to depend on somebody else, bruh. They gonna let you down, folks. I'm telling you what the fuck I know. I wouldn't give a fuck who it is, nigga, your mama. They gonna let you down, folks. Don't put yourself in no situation depending on somebody else, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Always, or try to. Sometimes it's hard not to put yourself in that position, situation right there. And nigga, try to have your own back at all times. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. If I could tell you how many times, nigga, I done went to jail, and if I didn't have my own money, I would have starved, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because a lot of times, man, the people you be thinking rooting for you, they secretly be rooting against your ass, bruh. And something to fuck around and happen, nigga, you will take a loss or you will fall off or something, bruh. And you will realize at that point that that's what them motherfuckers, I ain't gonna say that's what they was waiting for, but they couldn't wait till it happened. You know what I'm talking about? And for some reason, us as people, don't nothing fuck us up in our head more than other people. You know what I'm talking about? So we be sitting there, man, like I told you, somebody been to betrayed you or some shit like that. Somebody been and went bad, some shit right there. And you been to spent the whole motherfucking year. I can't believe what it, man. Fuck what they did, bro. They did it. Just understand that, nigga, that was the move they bust. Y'all been to talk, I told you, y'all motherfuckers be needing closure and shit now. So y'all been to talk about a motherfucker did all this shit and still be wanting to talk to the motherfucker and all that old weird ass shit. Still be wanting to understand and we cool now. I'm like, man, fuck y'all, man. Fuck that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta realize people on earth, just like you, bro, people is on this motherfucker to do what they want to do. You know what I'm talking about? People on this earth doing what the fuck they want to do. And sometimes us as people, we be trying to control what we do and what other people do. You know what I'm talking about? We be trying to tell the motherfucker what they could do. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker out here, blood. Just life, nigga. Just keep living. That's all you gotta do. Cause you can't you'll never be able to force a motherfucker to keep it real, bro. That's gonna always be optional. That's always gonna be somebody else's choice. Just like it's yours, you know what I'm talking about? That's always gonna be an optional choice, bro. Whether a motherfucker, and some people keep it real until they have an option to benefit themselves. Tragic turn. You know what I'm talking about? That's when you're gonna know if you got real friends and shit or not. When the motherfucker got the opportunity to benefit their motherfucking self. Because that's what most people keep it real. I seen that on a post. I couldn't agree with that more. Most people keep it real until they got the opportunity to benefit themselves. That's why when you got shit and you on top of your game, you'll never be able to gauge nobody while they around you. You feel me? And it seemed like now, like, you know how that social media shit is? It seemed like niggas got dreams like how motherfuckers used to have dreams to be rappers back in the day and shit. Motherfucker, I'm gonna blow up, and it seemed like motherfuckers would be having social media dreams and shit. Like they gonna go viral and one day they gonna wake up and they gonna be the next big person on the TV screen. Tragic turn. Just ask yourself, man, you gonna pass one day, what the fuck you want to be known as when you gone, folks? They gonna talk about you regardless, but what do you want to be known as, bruh? You feel me? Cause in this world, bro, we do a lot of that fool your friend shit, bro. We do a lot of fake shit, but we be trying to talk you into it's real. We do a lot of sucker ass shit, but we be trying to talk you into a solid. We just do a lot of fake ass shit. Like I said, we always trying to talk another motherfucker into some fake ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? We like to do sucker shit, then give you an explanation. We like to do sucker shit, then somehow explain it like it's real shit. We do sucker shit, but somehow like to explain it like it's solid shit. talking about? Like I said, man, a million conversations. Nigga, we start conversations that it ain't even no way you can get to the bottom of the motherfuckers. These motherfuckers crazy as a motherfucker. Niggas just sitting around this motherfucker talking about anything they seen on TV, man. Niggas is crazy, bro. I told you don't know how to get nobody no grace period, nothing, man. Somebody mama passed, y'all done came and told everybody else like y'all related to him and shit. Man, y'all know woo woo woo. Mama done passed. Y'all know woo woo woo. Y'all crazy with that shit, bro. That's how you know y'all just want to talk and y'all ain't really solid. You know what I'm talking about? Because they done taught you the most important thing is trying to break the story about some shit you don't even know about. You sitting around here reading hella news articles and hella Instagram posts and shit, all these people comments and shit like a baby mama trying to catch a nigga fucking with a bitch. Y'all some straight out of comic book, bruh. And y'all gonna swear to God that ain't what y'all doing. We gonna act like that ain't what the world is. Just everybody being nosy, talking about shit they don't know nothing about for real. And they done told y'all that's how you play the game. Why would you even want to play that game? Is what I ask you. Why do you want to be around here in your real life like a groupie nigga all on another nigga page that don't know you from Adam, trying to dig in his business? What sense does that make? They told you that's how you gotta play the game, nigga. Please, bro. That's one I won't be attending. You know what I'm talking about? I guess you can disqualify, bro, for not showing up. I won't be at the podium for that one. But man, you can do what you want to do. Don't listen to me, man. Tragic turn Thursday. You just if your mama, your grandma, your daddy, and them ain't never told you, man, you might just want to live this world doing shit that treating people how you want to be treated, just putting into this world the shit that you would want back. You know what I'm talking about? Because with all the complaining and shit we do, we don't never sit right here for 1 minute and think that I just lost my train of thought. Why I didn't even know why the lights start blinking, nigga. I thought they was finna start blocking these streets off again, bruh. One thing that y'all have a problem, y'all try to keep it real with too many people. That shit is impossible. You can keep it solid with everybody, but you'll never be able to keep it real with everybody. You can just be solid. You know what I'm talking about? Keeping it real with everybody, you won't be able to do. Because people gonna have different definitions of you keeping it real with them. You know what I'm talking about? You just being solid has more to do with you. Now you keeping it real with other people has more to do with them. And it's gonna be their definition of that's just like if everybody you only had $100, but you had 7 people and they all needed $100. I mean, they all needed $20. You only gonna be able to keep it real. They definition of real with 5 people because you only got $100. You know what I'm talking about? 2 people gonna get left out in the cold. You could be solid with everybody. You know what I'm talking about? You can tell everybody, man, I just ain't got it like that. But all that shit trying to tell one person you ain't got it and the other person, that's just gonna cause you to be in the middle of that shit right there. If somebody else is keeping it real. Because we only say people keep it real when they do shit that we like. A motherfucker could be keeping it real as a motherfucker about some shit that we don't like and we gonna say they hating. It's a cold perception out here in this world, man. That's why I keep expressing know who the fuck you is. Just like OG that was happy yesterday about that motherfucking Planner Peanut pen. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck what you niggas think. You niggas up in here complaining about shit I don't give a fuck about nothing. And they try to play OG like his planter peanut pen wasn't worth nothing, man. OG was still high siding on the top. I got my pen. God damn, man. OG, hella funny, blood. Hella funny. OG gonna come in that motherfucker every morning, get him hella cups of coffee, go stick his hand in that motherfucking candy jar, take hella candy, stick that shit in his pocket, and he gonna come on and sit down, man. He was happy he got his pen. I was happy for him. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody else try to hate on that man Druid. They try to minimize what that nigga was happy about. Real funny as a motherfucker, blood. You know what I'm talking about? Because this nigga want to bask in what made him happy. You know what I'm talking about? While a bunch of other motherfuckers over there complaining and talk about shit to make them sad. Y'all wanna get mad at the nigga who had a little bit of enjoyment this morning, man. Y'all something straight out of comic book. And more and more we get into this type of world that we living in right now, bro, it's gonna be the harder and harder you find out. I keep telling you, you niggas killed the network. It's gonna be harder and harder for you to find people you can mix your game with, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because we full of shit by the abundance. So what you have is a world full of other people trying to talk them into their bullshit. If you can't use your logic on yourself, you shouldn't use your logic. If your logic don't work for you, you shouldn't use it on other people. Y'all ever seen somebody like that? Where they was the only person that could smoke in their car somehow? Like if you lit up a cigarette in their car, you can't smoke in their car, but you ever seen some shit like that? People just come up with their own logic. Just make sure your logic work on everybody else too. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, not just everybody else. Make sure the logic that you using for everybody else, it works on you. You know what I'm talking about? Like how y'all be running around here talking about God don't like ugly. Y'all would just come to your own conclusion about shit. Y'all will. Y'all would just make something all right because you said, just like when they was out there, they was asking they was asking the bitch something, and the bitch said, I don't like the bitch could just take back somebody that she had slept with. The bitch just say, so I don't consider that what the fuck you mean you don't consider that? Bitch, you slept with somebody. You can't just something that you did, you just erase that shit because you want to in your mind. Kind of like the big bitch saying she's not big in her mind. Okay. But in real life, you still hella big, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Your real mind ain't even in real life. You know what I'm talking about? You delusional. That shit sound good on. You feel me? Because motherfuckers just come up with their own reason. And I told y'all, and I've been telling y'all for 3 years, that's the worst kind of, and them the people that be molding in today's age. A motherfucker who comes up with their own conclusion about what's important and what's not. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't nothing more dangerous than motherfuckers who think like that. Because at any time, they can come to their own conclusion. At any time. About what's important and what's not. Just us as people, because notice us as people, we minimize everything we do and we maximize everything everybody else do. So it's never that big when it's on us. It's just always bigger than life when somebody else do it, even though if it's the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, that's why whoever keeping score is gonna win. Because everything they do is gonna mean more than what you did, even if it's the same thing. Tragic turn, because we like to make ourselves bigger than life. We like to make ourselves as innocent as can be, and we like to make everybody else as guilty as Jesse James. You feel me? Really, you should just want the same thing, bruh. I could have swear it said something like that up in that Bible somewhere, man, where you supposed to treat your neighbor like you want to be treated. But it just seemed like you would want to do that. It would just seem like this shit just hit me this morning. I was thinking about when I was on the run, man. And I was in one of these juke joints. We was at the roulette table. And for some reason, man, that night was popping so motherfucking hard, bruh. It was. That night was popping so motherfucking hard. But I was drunk as a motherfucker. I was out on bail. And I had just bailed out. Matter of fact. I was probably out on bail for about a week. And I was in that motherfucker. Have you ever been, bruh, when I wasn't tripping or nothing, I was just hella obnoxious, feeling good. Have you ever been on one with bruh when we wasn't tripping or nothing, we was just hella loud shit, feeling good with the spirit? Oh man, you don't know what you missing. So bro on one of them. And the people didn't understand at first. At the table they was like, man, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what is your deal, guy? You know what I'm talking about? I was like, nigga, I ain't got no deal. I'm good as a motherfucker. I'm happy, nigga, to be free. I'm out here fighting a hell of a case right now, man. And I bailed out. I'm happy. And they understood it at that point. You was like, fuck yeah, party on. You know what I'm talking about? And I had a motherfucking ball that night, bruh. And everybody just understood. I was just happy to be motherfucking free. Nigga, I just did a hella long, nigga. Before I bailed out, man, I was in there hella long, bruh. Like damn near a year before they even gave me a bill. I was just sitting. I was hella happy to be free again. You know what I'm talking about? But I remember that night, and as soon as they understood, man, they just understood. You get what I'm saying? And it seemed like everybody else was just partying with a nigga. But it was like they understood. It was like, you know what I'm talking about? And that was damn near 20 years ago, actually. But you just don't get that no more. You don't get where everybody just understand you. You get what I'm saying? Nowadays you're gonna get a motherfucker to ask you another question. Where you gonna bill for it? What do you do? Did you do it? Do you think you're gonna win? You know what I'm talking about? Just ask you hella dumbass questions. When nigga out here fighting for his life, it was just like they understood that you don't get that nowadays, folks. You get an unbalanced. You get a playful motherfucker. You get a motherfucker that just wants to annoy you for nothing. You get you just don't. The motherfuckers just don't get it. That's that night I told y'all I ran into that nigga, my Starmeyer brother. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga had on all that jewelry, that big ass. I'm telling that nigga had on about $60,000, $80,000 worth of jewelry, man. Then the nigga realized he just done jumped in the nigga car high off whatever the fuck he was high off of, drunk and shit. That nigga said, man, if you gonna get me, you just gonna get me, bro. I ain't into robbing niggas, bro. Nigga, I'm finna go get this weed, nigga. Like I told you, I'm finna do. I don't promote no drug users. I told you once that nigga really found out that the baby cuz was solid and I'm really finna go get that weed that we initially took off to go get, that nigga got juiced as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, you would have got to thinking we was in a rap group. You know what I'm talking about? God damn, nigga, the world is funny as shit, nigga. The shit I've seen, man. The shit I've seen, man. I always been a player though. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody else would have had that nigga tied up somewhere, had that nigga jewelry. Oh, I take that back. That's one of the only niggas I seen wear a leather suit. That nigga had on a leather suit, look like Eddie Murphy and Delirious and raw shit. That nigga had on like some leather overalls or something, man. That nigga had on the leather ensemble. You know what I'm talking about? If that's the right word, you know how prayer is with his vocabulary. Tragic turn. But that was one of the best nights I done had on this earth. I done had a lot of them though. You get what I'm saying? I just had memories, but that was one of my nigga, I was solo dolo. I was solo dolo waiting on the play. I had about 3 plays in the morning, man. You know what I'm talking about? My mama, that's when my mama was driving the cab. She came up there and bought me some Tampers. That's when I met That's when I met my Asian folks, Nick. And we was dumping and balling. Man, that nigga Nick, he was from Arizona, man. Hey, Big I, he was good with it, man. Thank you for coming through this motherfucker. Have to excuse me, man. Brian ain't even looked at the comments, y'all. Excuse me. What's good with you, man? That nigga Nick dumped and ball with me until I went to until they revoked my bill, man. That nigga Nick came to my bill hearing. We dumped and ball, man, until they captured, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, that was another night we had, man. When I found out that they was fit to revoke my motherfucking bill. We stood out in front of the same place. I'm telling you, man. We stood that's never probably been done before and ever. You know what I'm talking about? And they just kept giving it to us. I ain't bullshitting with you. All right, man. I'm telling you, man. We had hella people, bruh. We was three cars deep, bruh. We had hella people. We had hella people going in that motherfucker. Damn, nigga, we just had a parking lot. Nigga, we had a parking lot and a spot drive-through, nigga. Sitting right there slapping, collecting. He was like, fuck it, nigga, it's over. You know what I'm talking about? Tragic turn, that's what I'm saying, bro. This motherfucker Earth is funny like that, bro. It's here, then it's not. It's here, then it's not. So try to come and understand that as early as you can, folks. Because the earlier you understand that, the sooner you will stop playing. On some real shit. The earlier you learn that, the sooner you will stop playing. I've been understood it. They just ain't understood me, man. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I fucked myself up a lot on this earth. I thought myself right in the jail. It wasn't even that I thought myself in the jail. It just be hard for brother to let shit go sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? Because people be out here playing. You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta knock a nigga on top of his head. Because that's the only way it's just, I don't know, I can't explain it. That's the only way you gonna be at peace. You don't know. You ain't gonna be at peace until you knock that nigga on top of his head, bro. Cause that shit gonna bother you inside, nigga, until you knock that nigga on top of his head. Then it's like a... But I wouldn't recommend doing that shit because nowadays, bro, they gonna tell. They told back then. So nowadays, you ain't gonna stand a chance. They said, there you go again, bro. Y'all be giving these, I'm telling you, bro. I don't see how y'all just figure because a bitch is Latino or some different, like that makes the bitch automatic cute, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, that bitch was just walking around that motherfucker looking like Doug, nigga, off of nigga, you know, that cartoon Doug, nigga. Dig Doug face having ass bitch. Y'all just give a bitch talking about she white, Latino or something. Y'all just automatically try to get a bitch credit like she cute or something, man. Like, bro, that bitch look like Doug. You know what I'm talking about? This bitch look like Doug. Yeah, so that bitch get old, nigga get to looking like Gene Hackman, nigga, Roddy Piper and shit. Y'all be killing me with that shit, nigga. Talking about, nigga, I got a bad white bitch. Nigga, you walking down the street with a bitch looking like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Nigga, you gonna cut it out, nigga. Y'all play too much in this world, man. They say press stop. Tragic turn. Don't let me talk about your bitch, though, man. I ain't bullshitting with you, man. I'll tell you. You know what I'm talking about? That bitch might be finna get her taxes. Don't let me break you up off your pecans, man. Keep walking down the street with that bitch, man. You feel me? Don't let me kill your game. I ain't no telling who love who, man. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck with what loves you, man. Ain't no telling. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no telling what Jack told Helen. Tragic turn. You know what I'm talking about? It's on some real shit. We do that shit too much. Always got the police right there, man. You just, I don't know, bro. It's like, nigga, I don't know. You don't go find out for yourself. That's what we do too much. You just don't go see for yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just too much shit, bro. It's just too much shit, bro. They got nothing but bad advice passed out here, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. They have nothing but bad advice passed out. So every time you turn around, bro, they just telling you some more bullshit. They got you playing games in real life. You can go down just like, nigga, your feed right now, bro. You can just go look at the news right now, bro. Everything is they didn't try to program you for some bullshit, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. You better just go out here and live and find out, bro. See for yourself. Stop listening to that shit. They just drive down the street fucking with the next person. One motherfucker gonna tell you this, one motherfucker gonna tell you that. The next, watch the bitches, watch the niggas, watch the kids. What you should do this, and man, y'all crazy as a motherfucker, bro. As a motherfucker. It's I'm telling you, especially just like I told you back then, the people understood that shit. It's gonna be hard to come across a motherfucker not trying to run you into that game in these days, bruh. It's gonna be hard. You might find a motherfucker. I ain't saying everybody try to do that, bruh, but it's getting harder and harder to come across a motherfucker that's just even, folks. You don't get people that's really even, folks. You don't really get people that just gonna keep the game even, folks. You don't. You gonna get somebody. You might get somebody that keep that motherfucker even for a minute. You know what I'm talking about? But sooner or later, brother, the right opportunity come, man. They need not to let us go down this street. This went way too, this went way too hard on this motherfucking street right here, man. Opportunities, bro. That's when you gonna realize if you got friends and shit or not, bro. When the right opportunity presents itself, folks. You'll be thinking, man, I'm telling you, man, in my lifetime, bro. And this is why I'm telling you, you can't get hung up on fucking people, bro. Because people just gonna do whatever it is the fuck they do. You know how many times, bro? If we was just counting how many times a motherfucker probably did. You just gotta let people do what the fuck it is they do, bro. And you make an adjustment. You know what I'm talking about? And carry on, bro. You can't sit there and hold on to how people did you, nigga. If you even think like that, bro, somebody's always doing something to you. If you even think like people do, like this is what they did. If you even think like that, if you think this is what they did instead of this is what I did, like everybody gonna be doing something to you, folks. Because that's all you gonna see. You gonna see what somebody else is doing instead of what the fuck it is you doing. That's why you don't look at the world, and that's why I tell you they don't do nothing but give you bad advice, bro. They just got you looking out for everything with your motherfucking self. This nigga, if you don't, that nigga be up there. They got I don't know what the fuck that nigga is, man. That nigga be crazy. I'd be mad as fuck if I was on that bus right there and that nigga came and sat by me. I am not bullshitting with you. I would be mad as fuck. Matter of fact, I would have gave that nigga a look to where he wouldn't even want to come. He wouldn't even sit down right there. That nigga would have rather stood up. Y'all already saw him one of the glasses. I ain't gonna shit with you. Here we go with this win again. They need to call a motherfucker and just tell them to come on back to the dock. You know what I'm talking about? Because this motherfucking win right here is not bullshitting. When I tell you it's not bullshit, they make it feel like this motherfucking truck is finna flip over. You feel me? Before this motherfucking truck flip over. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna hit the ejection button and bail out this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Like some shit I seen on Tango and Cab. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever watch one of them action movies where the car was still driving and the nigga jump out and tuck and roll? I told y'all can hear them. Nigga, this motherfucker. I'm surprised they ain't gave us no motherfucking alert. Nigga told us to bring this motherfucker back to the dock, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? This way too motherfucking windy out here, man. I ain't bullshitting with you. I told y'all Pimp Suit, I can remember half that motherfucking story, man. I'm gonna have to get Pimp Suit. I think I told that story as much as I can remember. One nigga Pimp Suit that nigga hopped out the car with me one night. Shout out Pimp Suit. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga Pimp Suit had enough of baby cuz shit. That nigga jumped out that motherfucking Cadillac, tucked and rolled, man. It was gone. That nigga said I had enough of baby cuz shit. You know what I'm talking about? Them street performers right there that doing they flips, they have found them a real audience for that shit. So I'm sure they clean up. They must got an ordinance for that shit. Cause I can't see how they Cause you can buy little spots and shit out here, but you just gotta stay within your little section. So you can just come up here, nigga, with some game. They done came up here with the Mario Brothers suits and shit. They got the old people bus on the side, man. They got, I guess, a tour for the old people. You know what I'm talking about? I see you, man. That bitch look like she just farted or something, man. You know what I'm talking about? I told you, if there's one thing I can't stand is no fat face bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch face look like y'all ever seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Round face. The bitch face look like a Attack of the Killer Tomato. They got a little pink thing out there bouncing around today. They must be a midget in that motherfucker. Cause that motherfucker hella little, nigga. Or they got a little kid up in. I don't even think they could have no little kid up in there. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's against labor law. They got some short person up in there though, man. You probably could clean up here if you came with some game, no? On some real shit. Just the little shit they be doing. Cause this is a tourist attraction. So I could just imagine everybody drunk up here just giving That'd be cool to actually have came up with that idea, but I don't know if I could just put on that suit and be dancing around all day and shit. Unless I was selling weed or something, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Age for 25. Expecting this shit to pick up in a bit though, man. Tragic turn Thursday though, man. You know what I'm talking about? Life always gonna be life, man. What you gonna be in life is gonna be dependent on you. And once again, like I said, man, whatever you be, that's what the fuck you chose to be, folks. Like, ain't nobody really get mad at you. I told you where the discrepancies come in now with me in today's life is when just when a motherfucker try to talk you into that bullshit. I'm a very intelligent person. You get what I'm saying? So it be all that shit where there's just nothing but double talk now going on. So it's always a motherfucker doing some fuck shit, then trying to talk you into how that shit's solid. You know what I'm talking about? Just like how you niggas that come up now, like nigga, several places I have worked, bruh. Several places. So you gotta imagine there's two different sets of co-workers that don't know each other. These people don't know each other. And I've worked several different places, 3 and 4 places, bruh, where different set of motherfucker come up with some old weird ass hypothetical fucking question. Nigga be up in there talking about, man, would you tell if they was gonna, like, bro, why does that question even pop up in your mind and shit, bro? Just be saying some weird shit, man. Would you, if Diddy offered you, bro, listen, bro, I'm finna slap the shit out you is what I'm finna do, nigga. That's what I think about that shit. Don't ask me no weird ass shit like that. Then if you, when you check a nigga like that, they act like it's a fucking problem. Nigga, don't ask me no weird ass nigga. I ain't got no answers for no weird ass questions, bro. Don't ask me no shit like that, nigga. My mind don't work like that, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I say, bro. Just weird. But this is what the fuck they'll do to you. I told you, nigga, when I was in jail, nigga, motherfucker used to always ask me, bro, I'm one of them niggas, bro, if I'm not running a poker table, I ain't got no business on that phone or something, bro. I don't too much hang out around the rest of them motherfuckers, depending on where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about? Because I realized a long time ago, bro, other people will dumb you down. I used to tell motherfuckers that all the time, bro. Talking to one of these niggas, you'll be 30 minutes dumber. You will, bro. I'm just hanging out. I told Cutthroat one time, man, like, I'm out of here, bro. These niggas that you having conversations with, bro. Alright, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I told you them niggas was out there talking about stealing cars and shit, bro. Nigga, I went to sleep, nigga, and I had a motherfucking dream about breaking the motherfucking steering column on the motherfucker. Okay, I got you. Nigga, I had a dream about breaking the steering column on a motherfucking station wagon, man. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. I stopped that shit, bro. I stopped hanging around one, man. I told that nigga, bro, like, nigga, yo, man, I'm through with you and your partners, bro. These niggas over here talking about stealing cars and shit, joyriding and shit. Breaking in people's houses, stealing 42-inch TVs and shit, bro. I can't do nothing with that shit, bro. I don't even want that, nigga. I want to sleep up in there, nigga. I done had a dream that I done broke a motherfucking station wagon steering column. Man, I was through with that shit. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm telling you, bro, you gotta watch what kind of thoughts you let, shit you even letting your head, bro. That shit'll be on your subconscious, nigga. I ain't bullshitting with you. Life is just crazy, bro, on some real shit. I'm just going, man, that's why it's just good, bro, to treat people the way you want to be treated. That way right there, bro, it's like the game just even. It is, the game just even. All that old other shit is just gonna be some other shit, bro. And for some reason, I'm telling you, nigga, in the real world, bro, for some motherfucking reason, we like to, we be wanting from people that we don't be wanting to give, bro. Like I said, we be wanting to talk loud in your face, but want you to be quiet, lower your tone. We be wanting you to be respectful, but we want to be disrespectful. We want to, and then we always come with our, we gauge what's this. I told you, bro, ain't nothing worse in life, bro, than a motherfucker who comes up to their own conclusion, what's important and what's not, bro. It's not, because we always minimize what we did. You know what I'm talking about? We always jump over what the fuck we did to get to what the fuck somebody else did or the reason. Like, you could just come up talking loud right now or doing something. You could come up right now and kick a baby and somebody hit you in your head with something and you act like them hitting you in your head with something was bigger than you kicking the baby. And then you'll act like you don't even know why they hit you in your head with something. Like them hitting you in your head with something was just beyond punishment for kicking somebody's baby. You know what I'm talking about? I don't provoke no violence, man. Entertainment purposes on some real shit. Man, we gone, bro. I ain't gonna bullshit with you. We gone. And once again, just like I said, bro, even me, bro, ain't none of this shit that I'm talking about, bro. Ain't none of this shit gonna matter. Only thing gonna matter on earth is what you gonna do and what you not gonna do, bro. That's the only thing that's gonna count in your world. What you gonna do and what you not gonna do. You can hit up here, you can hear anybody talk, you can, man, listen, bro, in real life, only thing that's gonna matter is what you gonna do and what you not gonna do, bro. Because the universe is just gonna give you opportunities to be, to keep the game clean or not. It's on you what you do. I mean, is this a stud or, You niggas gotta stop running around here looking like studs, man. I don't know. I still don't know if that's a stud nigga, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Studs of America. I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker was right there, man. That nigga was out there looking like Spud Will. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was about 4'2". I don't know if it was a stud or a I don't know what the fuck that nigga was right there. Nigga looked like that chicken hawk nigga off of I'm gonna catch me a chicken face having that ass nigga. Big old Trump Towers, man. They got me. I promise you, I don't know why they got us going down the street after that motherfucking car blew up right there. You know what I'm talking about? This shouldn't even be no safe street to go down. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the shit I'm talking about. And y'all be scared to call off and shit. These people got us driving down the street where the motherfucking bomb blew up, and y'all would be scared to call in to these people talking about you want to take a day off, man. We crazy as a motherfucker in the real world, bud. Man, look, what I will tell you, bro, dictate to life. Don't let life dictate to you. Fuck it, bro. Whatever you, man, just fuck it, bro. I'm telling you, you don't get that long on this motherfucker, bro. You better walk around this motherfucker, bro. Dick nigga getting like, man, I don't know, bro. You gonna have to tell me something before I ask you. Cause I'm gonna be moving and grooving. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever did that before? Like you walked up in somewhere. Oh, you said for real, for real. I see you, man. Thank everybody for coming through. Y'all ever did that? Just walked up in a place, nigga, and just made a soda or something, nigga, and just drunk it. Make the people say, "Hey, you gotta pay for that." Oh, I didn't know. I thought the motherfucker was free. Like you just gotta, you just gotta dictate. You just gotta dictate the earth. If you don't, they gonna. If you ask somebody something, you giving them a chance to answer you. You know what I'm talking about? You just make people tell, man. Listen. I used to hate that nigga, and that shit be like that even in jail, bro. You got a motherfucker coming over there trying to tell you the police rules. Man, let the police tell me, bro. Don't come over here and tell me I'm not supposed to be in this area, man. Let the police come tell me, bro. I know I ain't supposed to be over here, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you ain't supposed to be over here either, nigga. So, nigga, you follow the rules, nigga. You ain't supposed to be over here to tell me I ain't supposed to be over here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You follow the rules. I'm cool. But you gonna have to, bro, because if you don't, the world gonna dictate to you. And when the world dictate to you, bro, they gonna, and I'm telling you, bro, it's real to fuck around and play a trick on your mind, folks. To where you'll give up on yourself, bro. You'll start thinking you ain't supposed to have shit. You'll start thinking, nigga, that it's always gonna be bad. They'll put you in a cold mind state yourself, folks. You gotta be bigger than this shit out here. I ain't bullshitting with you, folks. And I'm talking about forever, not just for a spurt. It's easy to have money in spurts. It's easy to be something in spurts, bro. You gotta have a longevity game. You know what I'm talking about? You do. You're gonna have to keep on readjusting, nigga. You're gonna have to keep on figuring this shit out. A lot of times games, that shit just play out. Just like a good job. Sometimes that shit just play out. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta find something else to do. You're gonna have to keep on reinventing yourself out here, man, and wiggle. You feel me? Don't adapt to it. That's what I'll tell you, though. Do not adapt, bruh. You'll find yourself out here you'll be making the same excuses everybody else is, man. You know what I'm talking about? You'll get to trying to explain why you got on lipsticks and shit. I'm expressing myself. For some reason they got you niggas, I don't know why they trying to encourage y'all to wear nail polish. I don't. You see, they already try to make a league for Sagoonies. I'm telling you, man, I'm waiting to see a Sagoonie. It's coming too, man. I'm telling y'all think I'm bullshitting. One day, nigga, they gonna have a Sagoonie as the heavyweight champion of the world, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? God damn, nigga, what day you niggas gonna have to go in the ring and fight Sagoonies, man? They done already put them on the hose. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, nigga. They didn't already put the Sagoonies on the hoes. They didn't let the hoes go up in there and fight motherfucking transgenders and shit. That's hella scandalous. That nigga was up in there punching on the bitches. That nigga was in there punching on the bitches in the Olympics. God damn, blood, y'all hella scandalous. Y'all went for that shit. God damn, blood, y'all went for that shit, nigga. That nigga was up in there punching on them bitches in the Olympics, blood. Y'all hella funny, bro. Y'all went for that shit. Man, there ain't no way in the world, bro. That nigga was up in there punching on them bitches. That nigga was undefeated, man. Hey, they done sick the Sagoonies, the transvestite, whatever the fuck y'all call them motherfuckers, man. They done sick the motherfuckers on the bitches. They done let that motherfucker fight in the Olympics. That nigga was over there dusting them hoes off, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. The world we live in. Y'all are trying to make anything cool. Once again, you can fall for that shit if you want to, bruh. And once again, even this shit, man, none of this shit, it don't matter, bruh. Only thing that's gonna matter in your world, bruh, is what the fuck you gonna do and what you not gonna do. So just know. He came around the corner looking like Popeye, on a good one. I sure wish they'd call the nigga and tell him, I don't know why they always, man, they be trying to make anything big news. Anytime they talking about a big old trade alert and they don't even give you a nigga name, bro, man, ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing happen, man. Tragic turn Thursday, man. This life, bro, can't really explain it. You can't, bro. Anything is bound to happen at any motherfucking time, bro. Since I've been living, bro, my motherfucking life, my world done been turned upside down several times, nigga. I've seen the world change like 3 times, folks. I seen the world change when the crack came. I seen the world change when the world shut down, that pandemic shit. And there was one more up in there, man. I can't remember. But I done seen the world change like 3 times overnight, bro. Where the next day the world is completely different. All that computer shit. This computer shit. Now it's like motherfuckers don't even live in the real world. It's like motherfuckers live inside their phone, bro. We living in a day where like propaganda runs the world, bro. Like we living inside the National Enquirer and shit. And we do the craziest shit, folks. We do shit like it's just simple shit, bro. It's just simple shit. Like I said, I've been telling you for 3 years, bro. We really don't got no class. You know what I'm talking about? We don't. And then we got hella excuses and other shit not to have any class. You get what I'm saying? We be having hella rationalizations and just not to have no class. But I could just imagine, bruh, if like cause like I just lost my mom, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to go through what I went through with that, still going through that shit, bro. That's some shit you'll go through forever. And I can only imagine, bro, if I had to sit there and just look at my shit every day, nigga, with motherfuckers talking about the passing of my mama. They don't even know what the fuck they talking about. That shit crazy, bro. We just do shit. You know what I'm talking about? We just be trying to break a story. We don't give a fuck about nobody else's family. We don't care, bro. We really are classless. We just looking to break a story. Y'all be hella funny. Yeah, we just be looking to break a story. And then tell somebody else, like we looking to break the story when it comes to everybody else. But when somebody tell us something, we got the same thing to tell them, mind their business. Mind your business. You feel me? That little boy hella funny. Kids is hella funny. But tragic turn, man. The baby cuz out here, man, in the big old truck, switching big old lanes, doing my thing, hoping you doing the big old same. They must finna get married. You know what I'm talking about? I remember back in the day, that's what Vegas was actually known for. Like motherfuckers coming out here and getting married because it was hella quick. You could do that shit hella quick. You don't really hear that shit nowadays. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you don't really hear that shit nowadays. Unheard of. I had to bring the baby on the vacation with me. Once again, happy birthday to my daughter. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna bring the baby on the, like I wouldn't want to go on no vacation with no goddamn baby. Not to no damn Vegas. That ain't the vacation. You go to Disneyland or Disney World or something with the baby. I wouldn't want to be in Vegas with the baby. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't shit to do out here for no babies, man. You know what I'm talking about? Some babies out here trying to, man, this shit gonna cost your ass dollars trying to find some shit for some fucking kids to do out here. I don't know, they got like the minimum shit at Circus. It ain't really, this ain't no place for no kids really. Movies, they got little, I guess they do got little shit laser tag, but like, nigga, you can sit out here for a month, nigga. Everything it is to do for a kid, you been to did. Unless the motherfuckers love going to Circus. I don't know, nigga, when I was little, I used to love going to Circus. I used to love going to Circus. I never, I remember my sisters and used to want to gamble and shit. But when I was little, I can't even really remember wanting to play the slot machines. Like, I used to want to play the shit that you can win stuffed animals and shit, but like, I don't think I've ever wanted to play like the slot machines. I don't really fuck with slot machines now. Just gambling, period. I keep saying that, man. I got to go play me some poker one of these nights. Maybe the next time I'm off. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't want to go play poker in a minute. Sometimes it be hard to get on the table. They be moving the tables on your ass too. They'll just start up a whole nother game on you. Then at the end, they'll send you to the high roller table, man. If you've been cleaning up on them other tables, the last table left would be the high roller table for your ass. But with, like, nigga, when you play poker in the, you got more motherfuckers that be trying to, especially on that high roller table, you got motherfuckers that be trying to buy pots. Just be bullying the pot. Try to make you fold. I told you, bro, good nigga, I'm all in, bro. We ain't gonna even ain't gonna even sit here and keep playing this game, nigga. I'm all in. See how many motherfuckers you get to call you. I told you I fell up in the, I don't know what the fuck was happening out here, because everybody was out here, but we was in one of these casinos, running around this motherfucker. I was at the poker table, everybody thought I was just drunk. I was drunk as a motherfucker though. Everybody thought I was just drunk, didn't know how to play. I went all in, about 3-4 motherfuckers called me. Got up out of there on a punk ass. They go, this wind kicking up again, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, got up out of there on a punk ass. What time? Yeah. But I will tell you, man, when y'all out here enjoying life, enjoy life, man. Enjoy life in the moment. Don't try to don't spend all your time trying to capture the moment, man. Be in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Don't spend all your time trying to take the perfect picture or something. I mean, take your pictures and shit to let, but nigga, spend your time in your moment, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, spend your time in your moment, man. Don't waste all your time trying to go live and make videos and talk to your phone and you know what I'm talking about, bro? Go actually enjoy yourself, folks. Get that shit up in you. Get the moment up in you, man. Don't try to capture that shit on the I mean, you do your little shit, man, but don't you know what I'm talking about, man? Get your enjoyment about your moment, man. Don't spend the whole time trying to, like I said, man, don't waste your time while you in your moment trying to capture the moment on film, man. Capture the moment in real life, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You'll thank yourself later, man. Y'all, hold on, let me